Hi guys. Okay, so today I will be reading you one of my stories. It's very short. It's called 1972, and it is about Thomas and Newt around the war era. And Thomas is coming back from war to find that Newt is terminally ill, and he has no idea how long he's been sick. Well, he's been sick for a couple weeks, but he has no idea how long he will be alive. Sorry. And my voice is back finally. I'm so excited. All right, are you guys ready? Hopefully this isn't too lame, and if you like it, maybe I'll do another one. Okay, excuse my really bad reading skills. I am totally 100% working on this. All right. Here goes. Okay. Sorry, this is late. Okay. Thomas waited in the airport of California from Vietnam. It was June 9th, 1975. It was green, swampy, and horribly humid. All he wanted to do was see his boy. He looked around for Teresa, his sister, and Brenda, his best friend and Teresa's partner. No one besides the two women knew about Thomas and Newt. And no one knew about Teresa and Brenda. Guess it was random family, to be clear. Thomas spotted his sister and best friend in the corner of the airport holding up a homemade sign that read his name. Tears pricked his eyes as he walked towards them. His heart skipped a beat when he didn't see Newt. Reaching his sister, Thomas asked, "Where's Newt?" Teresa's eyes saddened, quickly masking the emotion with a soft smile. Thomas didn't believe the smile one bit. "Teresa, where is he?" "Tom." Brenda took his hand as Teresa told him the news. "Newt is sick. He's very sick. In fact, he's been in the hospital 2 weeks today." Thomas's head spun. No, Newt couldn't be sick. He was happy and healthy when Thomas left. "No, you're lying. You're playing some sick joke. You're playing some sick joke, and he's at home waiting for me." Brenda shook her head softly, speaking, "No, love. Newt is in hospital. They don't know what it is, but he doesn't have long to live." Thomas stalked to the car, not breathing a word the whole time. He ignored his sister when she asked if he wanted to go see Newt. Teresa knew her brother well enough, so they took him to the hospital anyways. Upon entering the hospital, tears streaked Thomas's face. He didn't want Newt to be sick. He hadn't gotten enough time with him. He could be 80 and not get enough time with Newt. Thomas entered the room, a small gasp slipping his lips before he could stop it. Newt laid in bed. His normally shiny blonde hair was bleak and dry-looking and hung over his eyes. Newt's arm rested in his lap, skinnier than how they normally were. His arms were skinny, but muscled. These arms were like toothpicks, could snap them in half. Newt's torso was covered in a paper-like gown. The gown clung to his lanky body. This man wasn't Thomas's Newt. No, this man was weak, someone who had sadness in his eyes. "Tommy," Newt spoke, coughing afterwards. Spittle flecked his mask that was helping him breathe. "Oh, Tommy, you're here." Newt's sad eyes brightened like he was sitting in the sun. The look he got every time he saw his Tommy. "I'm here, Newt. It's me. I'm back, and you're going to be okay," Tommy said. Thomas's eyes filled with salty tears once again. Newt weakly reached for his hand, his fragile limbs shaking steadily. "Thomas," Newt wheezed, taking a sharp breath. "I'm dying. I know I am. And you have to promise me that you'll be okay without me." "Okay." Teresa and Brenda had left the room. Brenda started to sob. "Newt, baby, no, I just got home." Thomas Clifford can't die. You can beat this. Newt smiled, such a small smile behind his mask. "I'm sorry, Tommy." His eyes fluttered. "Tired." Thomas nodded. He understood. He didn't leave his prince, though. He wasn't going to, not until Newt's last breath. It's been a week since Thomas has been at the hospital. Newt and him were playing checkers. Newt wanted to move his piece twice across Thomas's. "Can I do that?" Newt let out a rough, mucus-filled laugh that sounded like it tore at his throat. Thomas smiled at him, nodding. "Yes, Prince, you can do that." Newt started to cry. "Baby, oh gosh, what's the matter?" You hadn't called me that in a long time." The Newt The blonde rushed out the last few words, which sent him into a coughing fit. Thomas quickly arose from the chair and gave Newt some water. You'll always be my prince. When the older man caught his breath, he asked, even when I'm gone? Thomas wistfully nodded, fighting back the army of tears that threatened to spill. He blamed himself for what's happening to Newt that evening. Thomas didn't realize just how sick Newt was. The blonde had thrown up multiple times, dry heaves at the most, and he sensed he hadn't eaten much. The nurse came in to check on Newt. She informed Thomas that Newt wouldn't make it through the next hour. His vitals were scary low, his heart beating too slow, and his breathing was labored. Thomas climbed into Newt's bed, minding his head, and held him. Newt mustered up some strength and laid against the brunette. I love you, Tommy. I love you too, friends. Then all went still. Newt no longer was breathing. His monitor screaming out a piercing sound, tried to pull Thomas from the bed, careful of Newt. No, that's my boy. That's my boy, my prince. He can't be dead. No. Thomas howled, screaming, and hit Brenda's leg. Thomas, get it together. Thomas shook his head, soaking his best friend's shirt with his tears. He hated the world. He hated himself. His prince was gone, and he was alone. So that got 10 notes. I posted it, and I think I read it better than I thought I would. So I'm pretty happy about that. I hope you guys like it, and maybe I'll post another thing, maybe a part 2 to that, like how Thomas lives. Oh, by the way, that was, anyways, on vacation, not aware of that. So yeah, guess that's it, guys. Bye.